I never knew I could gain so much cancer from a league game. This Annie starts off by saying, "You're going ADC Vlad, bro? Rip." I said, "Do worry about your own gameplay, bro. You might actually gain some LP." Then he proceeds to say, "You're in my game, bud." And I said, "Bro, you're in my ear, you bird." He said, "You better not die as much as me. That is all I'm saying." And I said, "You better 1v9. Famous last words.
Fight back, nigga! Fight back, nigga!
Let me buy a better teammate.
Kill that boy! Kill that boy! Kill that boy!
So let me take you all the way back to the beginning. Obviously, we're, cooking bot lane. We do a little bit of damage early game. Nothing too shabby. Then eventually, it leads to, us taking over a little bit. She eats an empowered Q, 139 damage, you feel me? And she's missing every single stun. Or is it a snare stun? I don't even know. Anyway, yeah, Smolder loses a ton of HP here. Then, of course, we just continue piling on to their bot lane and dealing damage. I am so shocked that root hit, but did you see that miss on that snare? I'm just a goat, man. Anyway, she hits yet another root, Morgana, and that leads us to getting a flash Q onto her. The reason why I flash Q'd like that is because I thought Warwick would actually get the stun off by flashing earlier, but yeah, that was kind of botched. Anyway, their jungler joins for yet another third party, and yeah, we are double teaming him right now. Tag team! Dealing quite a bit of damage onto him. Okay. Yeah, she dies there, but it doesn't really matter because I think I have a guaranteed kill, and yeah, I goes for it. Then we snare bot lane yet again. We have this bot lane supremacy going on. Yeah, and Morgana's just hitting everything. I'm not gonna complain. You guys may have not noticed, but Warwick is actually headed here next. So I actually want to all in. Unfortunately, I do get hit by the root, and she doesn't black shield early enough. But I do get my empowered Q onto him, and he gets snared yet again. Unfortunately, she had to walk up too far, and Warwick is going absolutely deeper than that submarine. Submarine, you guys get it? Anyway, Morgana full on engages. At this point, we can beat them in any sense of that word. They are absolutely they don't compare to us, bro. That's all that matters. Unfortunately, Annie ints from what you guys were able to see earlier in the footage, yeah, she was just doing what she loves to do. She died a total of 22 times. Anyway, we're gonna re-engage right back into it and actually get the kill, but unfortunately the cooldowns are way too long for me to actually do anything. And of course, we get third partied at the last second. Happens. Anyway, we're gonna deal some damage onto the Smolder. At this point, like I mentioned, he can't even walk up to the wave. That's amazing. Alright. Now we're gonna check to see what they're doing. Unfortunately, they're taking Drakes, and as you can see, mid is leading to all sorts of objectives being taken, but again, we are still keeping us in the game. Me and Morgana. Shout out to Morg. So now you've seen third parties come in, and now you're about to see fourth parties come in. So now they all want a piece of the Vladimir. And let's just say I want to give them a piece. Okay, we do plenty of damage and we make them back off. Or did we make him back off? Instantly re-engages onto me. They miss absolutely every ultimate. I thought I got the ultimate onto the Smolder there. That would have given me a fat healing buff, but I did not. Anyway, free pickup on both those kills, and maybe I should be able to win this. I'm not entirely certain. That level up was really good. Okay. Ooh. I got the moves like Jagger. I got the moves like Jagger. I got the moves. EW into Q, and that's a free go. Let's go. Now Annie comes bot once again. I don't know why she's bot. I literally asked her, why are you bot, instead of just farming med. Anyway, our brains are obviously too slow, and she's an elo terrorist. Alright, Warwick is here, so I do want to make something happen. I don't like the fact that he went around, because the main target is actually Anivia. She's the one with the shutdown, and she's the one with all the gold. IE flash. I was thinking that the E was gonna reach, but it didn't quite reach the Anivia, and therefore she gets the free kill onto Warwick. Morgana does come back in, which is good, so that we can easily re-engage, and I think he might have turned his TV off. Monitor, sorry. Nice. Now, I want me a little bit of, you know, blue fried chicken here, but I can't get it. And again, the entire team is here. Now it's all 5 of them at this point. Like, damn, bro, let me breathe. And they just don't want me to breathe. But a TP is coming through from the blue chicken. And Morgana hits yet another binding. Amazing as we deplete her HP pretty low. We pop her egg. Nice. Now the ADC does go away, which gives us a free all-in on this blue chicken, and we finally get the kill on Nivea. Unfortunately, this guy has become quite a bit of a problem. This jungler is dealing a ton of damage, and I'm not sure why. Like, what is going on? Anyway, they're all in on me, and she chases me all the way down to Uganda, and unfortunately gets the ignite. So at this point in the game, the Annie and the Smolder have probably around the same amount of gold, and they're both just as useless, but it does seem like Smolder does have a slightly higher brain capacity, you know, a little bit more space in there. But yeah, even with her entire full combo, she does absolutely tickles to the entire team. And yeah, she does lead me into this alley, you know, the little river area, and I have ghosts, so I'm like, yeah, this is down to fight it. Anyway, I do whiff my entire ultimate and make a boneheaded play and pay for it. So at this point, I'm like, hey, we can win if you just ult the Anivia. And this is what this genius says. That would be my 13th death. Bro, no one cares. I mean, to be completely honest with you, are you going to play for KDA or are you going to play for LP? But of course, this Elo terrorist cares more about his KDA. Or so I thought. I guess not. Anyway, right here, I see the ADC alone. I thought maybe I wouldn't get hit by the ulti, and somehow I still do. That champion is busted. I don't care what anyone says. He's super busted. Right here, I'm spamming in the Anivia because she is alone, and the entire team is right here, so they can easily pick up a 600 or 700 gold shutdown or something like that. And yeah, see if we can put some gold into the pockets of these bots. Now I'm moving top side because I want to push. My team just decides to fight without me. And of course, the Smolder that did nothing all game is being given a free trip to a double kill. Anyway, Warwick comes to save the day, and he makes it happen. Now at this point, I'm like, we can get Yone, because if she hits one binding, he's dead. So he flashes. Now this is very good because now he approaches the lane again. And now with no flash and no E down, no E down. What am I talking about? And no E. He could just easily die to me. It's really good. Now we are actually looking to break some towers here, or at least get a pick because we can win the easy 2v2. And we pick up Zyra while Annie ints once again bot lane. Gotta back off the heal a little bit. He over pushes quite a bit. There's nobody bot lane, so it just kind of sucks. Right here, Warwick ults, not the best ulti in the world, but I see an angle, so I go in. Unfortunately, I don't have my empowered Q, so I don't do as much damage as I want to, but it doesn't matter because at this point, I have 16 kills. So I just absolutely boom them. I'm so scared of their jungler. Like, he is a problem at this point. I ping Drake. At this point, we are posturing to see if we can catch him off guard. Annie has stun up. Let's see what she does with it. And she actually stuns the correct target. So shout out to Annie right there. This is really good. This is really good stuff. She has stunned yet again. And yeah, she does what she's supposed to do. That was a really good play right there. Alright, and we just gotta heal up and make sure we get this Drake because Warwick is still on it. Nice. I flash onto her and she's pretty much dead. Give me that. Give me that. And I take the wave too. I'm greedy. And here comes this guy making my day once again harder. He's a problem. So it does seem that the enemy team is not too happy with the Vladimir pick. I am absolutely cooking them pretty much whenever we are fighting together. But unfortunately, we do require that the team, you know, at least has some bit of hands. We clear the vision right here and we posture for our Baron. I'd be saying, why are you even looking to do Baron? Because we can easily turn on them and they are all squishy. So if we can get one pick, it should be free. So I'm like, yo, let's go in. If any ult flashes onto an Anivia right there, we pick up an easy double. But unfortunately, he does not, and he leads to Yorick doing absolutely 0 damage and me getting ulted on my top. Fortunately, the Warwick is able to clean up too with the support's help, but unfortunately, as I'm picking them to back off, they surprisingly go back in. I mean, I know the support was dead anyway, but the Warwick going back in? Yeah, not on my bingo card, bro. So, of course he doesn't get the kill ultimately and just dies. Now, I am pinging Baron yet again as Yorick is splitting bot, and for some reason, our Annie dies yet again and, you know, destroys my plans to get Baron once again. So I ping it anyway because I see that Smolder is actually looking to kill our top laner. Thankfully for us, he was able to use teleport and actually get towards the Baron and even help us on it. So that was really good. At this point, I'm 20-5, and I think Annie is 3-17 or something. Quite ridiculous. And he should definitely be perma-banned. Definitely spiked with the cortisol quite a ton. And right here, I'm thinking she's going to go in because she pings on the way. And yeah. I get baited absolutely out of the wazoo right here and just die for free. Unfortunate, man. So right now I take the role of Commander Mbappe and I tell the team to actually go in on them because they shouldn't have anything up because they just used everything. Now we are closing in on them. I try to flash, but that Anivia wall was actually really good and it actually slowed me down, which sucks so bad. So shout out to Anivia. She played it amazingly. And then here comes this guy, absolutely just clearing me. I somehow did not get the heal from Anivia, but it doesn't matter because I am super strong. But now this ADC went from being garbage to somehow living through it all. And Anivia didn't die to that E, even though it did hit her, as I was able to see through the wall. Sadly, our Warwick will die for, you know, those sins. Now, I do try to turn on the ADC. Unfortunately, I'm just too low. But hopefully, Annie can kill the ADC, right? Hopefully. Right, guys? Right? 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 Testicular cancer. And she was yapping all game, bro. Oh, no. Rage bait. Rage bait. But all the gold is on me. So if I don't play well, this game is over, bro. It is over. So right here I spot the chicken making his way out from the mid lane onto Drake. As you can see, we actually have Drake vision, and Warwick decides to engage in a fight with their top laner. Now I'm spam pinging the Morgana to actually hit her binding, but because she ended up missing her binding, I am unable to execute in time and she loses all of her HP. Somehow I don't get the kill right there, and their jungler hits the best ultimate I've seen in a very long time. Now, due to a lack of vision, I was unable to see the jungler, but even then, I actually just super upset about the fact that Morgana didn't actually ended up hit in that Q because I actually would have been game winning. But it's cool, I entered and I understand where I messed up. Unfortunately, it's just, you know, holding the game together for that long, going in, it's a problem. Somehow, Fiddlesticks is the best character in this game. He has just killed me through pool. Didn't know that interaction was real, and that would be the end of the game. Thank you so much if you watched it, and please report this Annie if you ever see her in your future games. Goodbye.